Don't you love when you record a video and you realize your mic was muted the whole time? Fucking hell. This is now the second time that I've tried to record this video today. You can deal with the window glare. It's not going to be there much longer. I am moving in 2 weeks, which explains the garbage in the background. That is essentially a bag full of shipping materials, of packing stuff from shit and vinyl mailers and stuff that I'm finally discarding. So yeah, hey guys, welcome back to Millie Loves Death Metal, where I'm not going to be talking about death metal today. So if that's what you came here for, you might as well just click that big fucking X and go away, because we're going to be talking about some black metal, some hyped up black metal that everybody has very strong opinions on, and that is the new Blackbraid album that came out a couple weeks ago. I don't remember the exact date. You have Google, you can figure it out yourself. Called Blackbraid II. Now this is the second album of the project by John Krieger, I can't remember how you say his last name. Indigenous black metal, epic melodic black metal. Blackbraid I came out last year, so he's just pumping out the jams. He's really going for it here. And I love that album that came out last year. I didn't talk about it hardly at all on this channel. I think I showed it off in a collection update and said, yeah, it's great. And then that was about it. I kind of put it away, didn't really give it much love after that, because I'm a death metal person. Black metal is pretty much a back seat most days in my listening rotation. I do go in waves where I listen to it a lot and I buy it a lot, and you've seen that on this channel, but right now I am very much just listening to death metal and grindcore and gore grind and whatever else that's filthy and disgusting sounding with blast beats and inappropriate imagery, because that's what I listen to. But this album came out. I've seen a lot of hype. I've seen a lot of hate, and I've seen a lot of fucking weird shit said about this record. On Twitter, on Instagram, on Reddit, not so much Facebook because I don't really use Facebook. And just a lot of really varying opinions. But for the most part, in general, at a high level, people enjoy the album. They think it's very good. A lot of people are saying album of the year. Angry Metal Guy even gave it a 4 out of 5, which is good because they're pretty critical when it comes to records. And so finally I listened to it. I pre-ordered it. I haven't gotten my physical copy yet, so when that comes, that'll be in another video. But in general, it's a good album. I'm not going to sit here and talk for 20 minutes long, song by song, of all the things, because just go listen to it. I really like the album. Is it going to be my favorite album this year? Probably not, but it probably will be one of my favorite albums this year. No doubt. Like, just not even, I'm not even afraid to say that. I don't even care. Like, people are going to be like, what? The people that just don't like the album, whatever. You know, music is subjective. Your opinion is going to be different than mine. We hear things differently. I don't know why I have to make this speech every goddamn time I record a video like this, but there's always those people that just come and just suck the joy out of life and really just probably need to go outside and get some vitamin D, smell the fresh air, and fucking, I don't know, go swimming or something. Enjoy your life. Get out of your basement. But I've seen a lot of things about this album. Let's talk about the bad first. Some of the crazy criticism that I've seen on Twitter, it's there. You can search it. If you understand how to use Twitter, just search Industry Plant Blackbraid or just Blackbraid in general. You'll see the tweets. People think Blackbraid is an industry plant. I can't even say that with a straight face because we're talking about black metal here. Extreme metal. People literally think Blackbraid is an industry plant. I don't understand that. I know it's got to just be a troll. It has to be a troll, right? You all are just fucking bored, right? It's summer. Maybe you're out of school. I don't know. Maybe you're jobless. You're bored. I don't know. I don't know where that thought came from. It's out there. People are saying it. People actually believe it. And then there's the people that are just poking the bear and saying it just to be trolls, which is fun. I enjoy those people. You're my kind of people. But, you know, to each their own. I don't know. I don't know why people think that at all. I'm popping some tweets up here about what an industry plant is, if you don't know. So Blackbraid is independent. He's releasing this album independently. He's not on a major label. He's doing it all out of his home. And people are thinking that that's not true. They think that he actually has a big industry backing and they're funding it, but he's going on the moniker of being independent. I don't understand that at all. I don't. I think his first album had a lot of success, and I think that that's how he's able to continue this, and he's been touring and making money. I don't know. He was even on the New York Times. There was a New York Times interview, which, hey, he's finding success. And what I've found is success in extreme metal is often hated on. And when you hate on success, just in general, success is going to hate on you. Like, that's my motto of life. People don't like when there's popularity in an extreme metal genre, especially when it's black metal. They want to keep it underground. They want to keep it hateful. They want to do all these things. And that's totally cool. Whatever. It's your opinion. You don't have to listen to the music. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's holding a gun to your goddamn head and saying you have to listen to this album. Nobody's telling you to buy it. They're not forcing you to do it. Yeah, it's all over the damn place because it's popular. And that, welcome to the internet. If you don't want to see it, you know what helps that is you take this little devil thing and you just let it go and walk away. That's how you avoid seeing the popularity of something that you just physically cannot stand. It's really that simple. And my phone is fine. Chill out. It's got a case on it. So yeah, there's a lot of shit swirling about that. But that stuff doesn't even matter. Some of the criticism about the music, I understand. Some people don't like the production quality of it. They don't like that it's a cleaner, better production sound. They prefer their black metal to sound like a Fisher-Price instrument was recorded with it. And that's totally fine. I like a lot of that music too. I like a lot of that black metal that sounds like that. I mean, Sanguine Relic, I love his albums. I liked all the earlier Lamp of Murmurs. I can't think of names right now. I just haven't listened to black metal at all recently, so it's hard for me to just grasp at names. And again, I'm not in this underground scene. I barely know the underground black metal scene. I don't even know the 90s black metal scene except for the popular bands like, Emperor and Mayhem and, the normals. But like, I'm not going to sit here and claim I'm a black metal enthusiast or a connoisseur not even close. But this album is very good. I really like it. There are a lot of things that I really like about it, and there are things that I absolutely love about it. But I understand the criticism that people have on it. I will agree, there is a bit of repetition on here in a lot of these songs, especially the ones that are a little bit longer. Moss-Covered Bones on the Altar of the Moon. Woo! What a song title that is. Jesus Christ. It's 13 minutes long, and there's a bit of repetition there. I can see why people don't enjoy that. They find it's dragging a little bit. That's not a deterrent for me whatsoever. I don't think that way, but I get it. People think that. A Song of Death on the Winds of Dawn. My God, these song titles. They're just not words that come out easily for me. It's an 11-minute song. This is probably my favorite song on the album, to be honest with you. Along with Twilight Hymn of the Ancient Blood, or of Ancient Blood. Both epic songs. Both songs that they gave me chills, to be honest with you. But in A Song of Death on Winds of Dawn, my God, these are tongue twisters. There's a flute in that song. There's a flute on this whole entire album that I absolutely love. I am addicted to the flute. And I really hope that someday John makes a all instrumental album. Instrumental, not ambient, please, for the love of God. Where the flute is just the highlight of it, because I would listen to the shit out of that. Those are some of the highlights of this album. It's an epic melodic black metal album. It's got that Scandinavian touch to it. I hear a lot of dissection. I hear a lot of Satyricon. I hear a lot of those influences on here. And I think that's purposely, because he has openly said like those are a lot of his influences, which rightfully so. Some of the best metal music ever made. But it's a very good album. I love the instrumental passages on here. Celestial Passage is a great song. What's the other one? Spells of Moon and Earth is another great instrumental acoustic song. I think they go well on here. I think the album all blends well together. I think not a single song is bad. I love every single song on the album. I don't have any criticism about any of the songs. Twilight Hymn, Ancient Blood is such a good song. It's got a little bit more of a doomier sound to it, but I don't think that deters or makes the album weird in any way at all. My opinion. Just keep that in mind. But the only real criticism that I have of this record is, and it's kind of a strange criticism to come from me considering, but there is a Bathory cover. It's on the last song, A Fine Day to Die. We all know that song. It's one of Bathory's most listened to songs ever. Not bad. Not bad. It just doesn't go on the album. Sadness and the Passage of Time and Memory is technically the last song on this record. I think it ends really, really well. I think it's a perfect ending song. It fades out, and you're just like, oh, the album is over. You're in all these emotions, and then all of a sudden, here's a Bathory song, and it kind of just throws you off a little bit. So to me, technically, that's not the end of the album. It's just kind of a nice additional bonus. Great album, or great cover, I should say. They did it justice. That's just my only criticism, is that that's what really doesn't belong. I don't know, whatever. A lot of bands do that. I would have been fine if it wasn't on the album. But it's simple. It's the last song. You can just stop it before it even starts if you don't want to listen to it. So it's not really much of a criticism. It's just me bitching about something weird, you know. But yeah. But in general, I don't think it's a bad album by any means. It's going to be one of my favorite albums of the year. I understand people's criticism when it comes to certain parts of the album of it being repetitive. Some people even shit on the vocal style not having much variance, which I thought to be fucking hilarious, because it's black metal, and generally the black metal style vocals don't change that often or don't have much variances in their songs, I guess. Especially if you're a death metal fan. But anyway, yeah, it's a great album. Is it the album of the year for me? Maybe not, because I am pretty much already sold on what's going to be my album of the year. But we'll see, because there's still a lot more things to come out. Is it going to be an album I listen to years from now? Absolutely. Absolutely. I am really excited to see what more he pumps out. And like I said, you should do an instrumental record. I would listen to the shit out of that. I really hope that I'm able to see like a headliner tour with Blackbraid, because when I saw them on the Decibel tour with Dark Funeral and Cattle Decapitation, yeah, there's a video. You can go back and watch it. I really enjoyed the show. I was very entertained. I thought they did a really just great job. It sounded phenomenal. But I wanted more. I was sad they only played for like 30 minutes. I would have definitely had stood there for 2.5 hours, listening to them play all night long. So I'm hoping that there's a headliner tour coming up someday. I don't know if anything's been announced. I admittedly haven't looked. But yeah, in general, I think it's a really good album. I understand the criticism that people have of it. I understand that people in the scene don't like it because it's not hateful. It's not raw sounding. It's not hateful. I get it. But I'm not one of those people. I am a industry plant. There you go. I'm an industry plant. This is exactly what I am. Yep, you caught me. I am being paid by, I can't even name a big black metal record label right now. Nope, can't think of one. Maybe Century Media. The Century Media, yeah, to say that this is a great album, you should buy it. And they're backing it, and he's technically signed to Century Media. So you heard it here first. You can go to Twitter and tell everybody Melody Loves Death Metal is saying Blackbraid is an industry plant. He's actually signed on Century Media, and she was paid to say this. That's all I have. See you guys on the next one.